line, and the try for two unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Yeah, this will be a gain of... as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Nifty move. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown. It's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Carr going to throw. A dump off here to Bolden. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This time they stay on the ground, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be brought down at... On first down, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Down inside the 10. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second and long. Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a third and long after that sack.
50 seconds to line. 50 seconds to line. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on third and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On second down, Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 40 yards. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. Right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now,
they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Abdul is going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. It's caught left side, Bolden. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr's throw complete to Hollins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move. Part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr, that's complete to his tight end Waller. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because
there he goes, left side, the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 30, 20, 10. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. He juked him. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit.
But all in all, just go ahead and put that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Carr to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Carr. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They